Hey folks, Tony Jones here from Rebel Financial. Thanks for tuning in today. I want to talk about used car prices and what they've done over the last couple of years. And I'm doing this so that I can encourage people who are not in a position of having to buy a car to try to hold off a little longer. If you can, it'll probably take a couple of years if ever, before it kind of stabilizes, but it should start to come back over the coming months to where it was. So let me first take you to the graph. And by the way, this is from Car Gurus. I'm putting the link below so you could look at it. But you could see here over the last 10 years, pretty much used car prices, depending on what vehicle make it was and model. And you could dig into that down here. You can go to BMW, click on that, and you'll see some of their models. But you can see this is the overall index. Cars actually came down some until the beginning of COVID. Then there was a pretty sharp ramp up in prices. But even here, it wasn't above where it had been just a few years earlier. Then we had a little bit of a lull, and then the recovery really kicked in a year ago, 11 months ago. And so since that time, it's been on its way up. Now, even though, this is a 10-year graph, so it's really showing in an exaggerated position there, but this is over the last 6 months. And even here, you could see that there has been a ramp up, but finally somewhat of a tapering off here. And hopefully that's a trend that will not only continue, but even start to decline some. So hopefully that's the case. So my point of this is, if you're in a position to be able to wait till you buy a car, do so. Hold off. Don't do it. Or look for really good deals. Wait until you find a really good purchase, because the supply chains are still messed up, but it is getting worked out, and we're probably going to see that over the coming months. So do what you can. I realize that's impossible for some people. I mean, if your car's on its last leg and it dies, well, you don't have a choice. But you could be putting yourself in a position where you're really overpaying for a car, and you find that out a couple of years from now. So anyway, listen, I appreciate the time. Any questions, any comments, please put them below. If you liked the video, you thought it was useful, please give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, until next time, take care.